Welcome back to the channel. I just had the best moment. God, I'm so proud of myself. Like, I'm so proud. So I left my job, and I went to the Planet Fitness, and I walked to Planet Fitness, and I remember I saw 666 on a tractor trailer, and then immediately a cop pulled over a car within like the couple hundred yards from my job to Planet Fitness. So just a very short distance. What? No way. Somebody just put the sticker here. It was not here today. What does that say? Apostrophe Beats, I guess? Just saying, that's a new... I walk past here every time. I've never seen anything new. That's interesting. But anyway, God, I feel so good right now. It's amazing how far I have come. So I'm sitting... I go to the gym, do a couple, whatevers, and I start walking down the street, and across from my job is this house. And I have my headphones in, and I pick up on a vibe. Like, I'm like, whoa. And I look over, and there's like 3 people, like, giving me this shitty-ass vibe. And I, like, take my headphone out and go, hello. And they're like, hello. I was like, okay. And to fast forward it, basically what happened is I'm sitting here arguing with these, like, 16, 17, 18-year-olds. I don't know how old they are. There's like 3 of them. And it just turns into all out of nowhere. They just start calling me a drug addict. Crackhead, you don't want to get any drugs? So make, references. And I'm like, yeah, it makes sense because in my energy, I picture a lot of violence lately. Ever since, I ain't going to lie to you. I'm being real. I'm talking about manifesting. I'm being real about it. I'm not going to sit here and say it was necessarily just a spiritual attack. I really feel like, yeah, I manifested this. Ever since... the mountain story, I guess. Ever since my Saturn's in Aries, so I'm being taught in life to fight. Hang on, not to fight, but hang on. Put that away. I'm being taught in life. I'm being taught in life to stand up for myself. I can get all astrological about it. I'm just going to keep it simple. The point is, I'm walking down the street and I feel a shitty vibe. I investigate. My feelings tell me to. I said, hello. And they're like, hello. Like, just, and I was like, okay, well, you just shit on my plate, so I'm going to return it back to you. And it bounced back and forth to the point where we just had this huge argument in the middle of the street. And this girl just threw a rock this fucking big, tried to hit me with it. And I had 5 or 6 people all come up in a circle around me trying to fight me. And it's so funny because I'm standing here. No fear at all. It's amazing. Oh my God, it's amazing. Like it's amazing. I got this 300-pound mother sitting here. I got this dude. He's like, I'm about to go get my shoes on, beat your ass. And I'm sitting here like, and I literally said, if you do that, I saw a screen. I said, if you do that, I'm going to come back and get my vengeance on this fucking house, just so you know. It's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I was walking down the street, and then you guys, like, spiritually, like, on me, and I was like, okay, and then I returned it, and then you just escalated out of nowhere, ganged up on me, started pulling out phones, recording me, and then I got like 6, 7 of y'all surrounding me, and then one bitch is trying to hit me with a fucking rock, and the thing that kept saying was, go, and I'm a Taurus. Actually, no, astrologically, my sun's in Taurus, and my Saturn's in Aries, and I read in this book, if your Saturn's in specifically this combination, it said that you were being taught the lesson of a person whose sun is in Taurus and Saturn is in Aries. You were being taught never to back down from a fight. You will be punished severely for backing down from a fight. It might play out later down the road, but that's true. Then I went on a crazy adventure with a psychopath with a knife to learn that lesson. So at this point, and all the other battles I've gone through, it's amazing because I just got out of a situation where it's like, I called him fat. I said everything. I had the guy's boyfriend come up to me. He came to a distance, kind of stopped. I was like, yeah, you could pick up. I have no fear of any of you fuckers, like none. And so I got like 6 or 7 people all trash talking me, and it's just so beautiful. Get out of here, Philly. Like, look at me. I'm so calm. I'm in my zone. I was in my zone. I was like, oh. But I will admit, I think a lot of fucked up thoughts. I want to admit this. Like, all day today, I'm thinking about I don't care how this sounds. I'm thinking about, you play video games, right? Play video games in the game, you're like running around, you stab that motherfucker, you kick him off, you take the shotgun, you blow him to bits, reload, All that's true. And that's not all necessarily bad because you feel good when you play those games, don't you? But I have a dark side. I'm quite aware of my dark side, and I have been dabbling into it a little bit. I've been picturing things of violent nature, and so I have manifested this scenario, I feel. But I felt good. I felt good all day while picturing those things. And that sounds weird. You could feel horrible about flowers. I don't know why. And you'll get a manifestation that'll make you feel horrible about maybe somebody in your job, boyfriend, girlfriend, will come over to some other person, not your boyfriend, girlfriend, but somebody will, here's flowers. And you're like, I don't have flowers. You see what I'm saying? Right. Like, that's an exact example. Like, that's not even a made-up one. That's happened to somebody. Somebody else watched somebody else get flowers and went, fuck, I don't get flowers. Right. So I feel good all day no matter what. And the things that I think about doesn't really matter too much as long as I'm feeling good all day. But I will admit I've been in a little excessive in the aggression energy. And it's just funny because it's like I actually am happy that I did that. Because that was the best part of my night just now. I'm sitting here, I get like 5, 6 people, they're all recording, he's a drug addict. He's just like, isn't it funny how the universe, when it does come to get me, try to get me to get triggered, it's my fault. I manifested this, no doubt. No doubt. Evidence of walking this way and seeing oddities like numbers on a truck, which I used to drive, and a police vehicle drove by. Anyway, the point was in my story is I stood my ground. I was in the street, not in an illegal spot, and they were sitting here screaming. They're like, go, if you don't fucking move, and they throw a big rock, which is ironic because I'm a tourist. They throw a big rock at me. And the reason why I'm not moving is because you're telling me to move. And you might say, well, why don't you just leave and leave the fight? Because I have training. If you watch my channel, you know I have certain rules taught to me by one of the most powerful people on the planet, and the first number one rule is who do you listen to? So when your enemy, I was watching this video the other day. It had this woman. She was walking down the street, and it was caught on camera. She was saying, get out of the way, go, get off my sidewalk. What was happening was another old lady was riding a bicycle, and this old lady said, get the fuck off my sidewalk. She said, get the fuck off my sidewalk. Get the fuck off my sidewalk. Get the fuck off my sidewalk. Well, that old lady, unfortunately, listened, got off the sidewalk, and got hit by a car and died. And that lady who told her to get the fuck off the sidewalk kept walking. And later, police found her, and she's in court. Or so I don't know what happened after that, but I know she got caught on it. But that's a good example. If the lady on the bike would have just realized this person doesn't have their best interests, they don't have what they want, they haven't been where they are. First off, they don't have what they want, so you shouldn't be listening. Off the bat. So I'm sitting here and I'm like getting attacked by these people, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not walking away. You just called me drug addict. I called you a fat ass. Y'all said something else. I laughed. Like, let's use attention, but then you brought it back up again, so I brought it back up again. You threatened to kick my ass, so I told you to your face I'm going to come back tomorrow and fuck you all up. You ain't going to beat my ass today and think I'm not going to come back. How's that for a thought? Yeah, how's that for a thought? I'll come back to your house tomorrow. Now I have the mom and everything. I have 2-year-olds up there. I said, yeah, I don't give 2 fucks. Your kids out here don't know how to be raised. Like, and I'm happy I made a fat joke. You're all fucking fat. Does it matter? No. Love yourself. But I find it funny. I feel like I'm in a toxic scenario with a bunch of toxic people. But I did attract them. But I feel good right now. Oh my God. Like I had this dude and this dude. And like you might say, well, why are you afraid of a girl? I don't know if you ever faced a 300-pound mom, but that's a scary ass fight. That's a fight you'll lose. And I didn't even get into a fighting stance. I was admitting, like, I'm just going to stand here. I'm not going to put my bag down and get ready. I'm not going to do that. If they want to jump me, then they're dumb enough to jump me, and I will come back. I'm not going to just get my ass beat, and that's it. And you might say, well, justice will be served to him anyway. Yeah. We're all talking about what ifs, aren't we? Because right now, I just feel really good standing my ground, and I don't really need to get all into the illusions of thought of what do I have to actually do to blah, 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 blah. And when you say, well, then why would you say I'll come back tomorrow? It sounds like really scary shit that you would go back tomorrow to a house with kids, even if they're like 18, whatever the fuck, and threaten them like that. And it's like, because I said it, and when I said it, I felt great about it when I said it. Therefore, for all everybody in the universe knows, for all everybody around knows, this is what needs to be said. Sorry, I feel so good. I'm a little everywhere. But it's weird because I used to be the kind of guy who would just come out of that situation and I'd be shaky. I'm a little pumped, but I was sitting here in my head like, man, this is so cool. You know, somebody that has a dream like mine to be on stage and perform in front of people, guess what you got to deal with? Boo, you suck, you know. So it's really cool because it's like, that's why I love it. That's why I think this happened, and I'm happy I manifested it. And the good news is I get to walk out of my job every day, and I know right where that house is, right across the street. It's funny. But man, I will admit, they got me. They said certain words to get me to get triggered. I thought that was fucking hilarious. I was like, God damn. I mean, and I know for a fact, like, this was all meant to happen. I'm just rambling at this point, I guess. But you see how good I feel? Do you get it? Do you see how good I feel? Like, I feel fantastic right now. I feel fantastic right now. Oh, I feel amazing. Like that. I feel so good. I don't know how else to explain it. And it doesn't even matter what happened. Like, technically speaking, a bunch of people talked. Sure, somebody there was a truck. The girl was sitting there talking about getting her boyfriend or whoever it was I guess because that dude flicked her titty once. So a little personal there at 12:12. But no, yeah. So her boyfriend, she tried to convince her boyfriend to run me over with the truck. I'm like, here's the not even their road, just a road next to their house. This is where a truck should drive, and I'm like on this side. So you'd literally be like driving on the wrong side of the road just to run me over because I'm in your way. I'm not in your way. They just wanted me to move, and I refused. I refused all the way to the point where I had fat bitch right here and like 5 people right here and dude here and dude here. And they're like, and I even said, okay, you guys are getting a little too close within my range. I'm not going to lie to you. And I even said respectfully, I didn't set my shit down and get ready to fight y'all. You're just disrespect. I am looking over my shoulder a little bit. You're sticking up on me. Not even if I'm going to post this. I don't even know if I'm going to post it. I might. It doesn't really matter, but it just feels so good. Feels so good. I don't want the night to end now. I'm awake. Maybe I'll take a walk. What's my battery at? Oh, 19. Wow. Playing sound shitty. Hard to go to sleep now. I almost got in a fight. I am going to post this. I don't give a fuck who watches this. I just feel so good right now. Like, you have no idea. I grew up my whole life getting bullied non-stop. Oh, man. Like, my 20-something-year-old when I was, like, 9. They'd beat the shit out of me, knock the air out of me. I know what it felt like to get pushed off the playground set because the air knocked out of me, beat up after that. Oh, everything, man. I mean, ridiculously. I mean, I was bullied by, like, people 3 times my age. No chance at all. So, you know, do I have an illusion that I could actually beat up a 300-pound mom and 2 of these guys and all these these, you know, few girls that are around me, all plus-size women putting some meat on their bones? No, I don't doubt that I'd most likely lose. I mean, if I run, you can't catch me. Oh, I was having great. They kept calling me man. I was like, all right, you're going to attack me about my personal. I have Mars and Virgo, so I know I got that bitch. I say, oh, yeah, fat ass. You know, the Planet Fitness is down the street. And she goes, you work at Taco Bell. You got such a shitty job. I said, you've been eating at Taco Bell. I think she said, she's like, you work at Taco Bell. Ooh, and I was like, yeah, you eat at Taco Bell. I can tell. Oh, 15:15 on the clock. Oh, God, it was so good. You have no idea. I can't wait to do comedy. I can't wait to get on stage and just say some shit, and they just start getting vicious. I'm going to be like, Mitch, you got no chance. You got no chance. You got no chance. But that's what I mean when I say the universe provides you situations, circumstances, events, and they put people in your life to give you that which you asked for. And you know what I want so much? You know what I want more than anything? I guess I can't say it in a word. I have to kind of describe it in a general way with more details coming in. I'll keep looking. I ain't gonna do nothing. But I always like to know when someone's coming up on me. 60. But no, I know what I want. I already told you. I'm going to be a comedian. I want to be a speaker. I want to be somebody that does what he does. But, you know, on top of that, what does that come with? The freedom of not being in fear of what other people fucking think, and the freedom of not being in fear of being attacked and hurt and all, you know, I mean, getting hurt, you get hurt. You get hurt. When you get in a fight, you get hurt. Comes with it. And I want the respect, you know, like those things are words describing feelings. You know, when I first started manifesting, I thought I wanted stuff. I ain't gonna lie to you. The feeling of sitting here with like, I mean, they're within like almost elbow reach. Let me think. Yeah, they were in hand reach. They were literally perfectly in my hand range, pretty much. They're getting like, and I even stopped them at that. I said, all right, you guys getting a little closer in my range. You know, but yeah, I got them a half circle right here, all around me. And I'm like, this is not the first time. This is like the 35th. I don't fucking know. You know, this ain't even close to. I'm just happy that I'm at a point where when I got a group of people ready to beat my ass, I'm ready to. I have no doubt in who I am. It's so cool. Who I am, respect, the feeling. Oh. And guess what I'm doing right now for the last 18 minutes? For the last 18 minutes, you know what I've done? I've beamed out into the universe. Thank you. Wow. This feels great. I have. That's what I've been doing. That's why I make these videos. 18. That's why I make these videos. This ain't for you. This shit ain't for you. If you want to use it, that's great. But this shit ain't really for you. This is for me. Because right now, while I'm making this video, I'm affecting everything. In my life, the universe, all of it. Hard for people to believe. If you don't know the law of attraction and all that, again, this ain't for you. I'm sitting here talking about what I want. I'm in it. I'm feeling it. 100% in alignment with my higher self. 100% in alignment with my higher self right now. I feel good. You know, I got told to walk away, and I was like, no. You gotta tell me what to fucking do. The only time I moved was when you threw a fucking boulder at me. And I will try to work on not being vengeful, because I am a vengeful person. I really am. I want to get back at my mom, and I want to get back at a few family members. There's a few people that fucked me over so hard they wanted me to blow my brains out and then laugh about it. So I'm just going to be a success, and then I'll be laughing about it. Which is why you may say, oh, sounds, again, I'm not going to lie. I know how I come off. it sounds fucked up to threaten to come back to your house, but that's the truth. I lived in the hood long enough. That's how it works. People don't go around fucking with each other. Not necessarily. When you live in the hood, people don't go around fucking with each other. Like, it doesn't play out just like that. What happens was what just happened here, which is I walk in my own way and you fucked with me. And it wasn't that big of a deal. It was a little deal. But I threw it back at you, and you threw it back at me tenfold. And I was like, okay. You called me a drug addict, and so you want some drugs? Kids when they're together. And I was like, yeah, all right. So you thought I was going to back down and lose. Right. That's why it was me that came here today. There's no accidents. I know I was the guy meant to be here on this day. And I'm going to feel great every day walking down good old Hoosick here in New York, past your house, to my job. I mean, they're at the pinnacle. Here's my job, here's my Plant Fitness, and here's my tent, and I do this thing all day. This is the fucking and they're right there. So yeah, good shit. And so I do want to say, since I'm making this video, that chillax. Dyer. You don't have to go back and start shit. But I know one thing. I'm never walking down that street, and you're never going to just throw anything my way. I don't care if it's a look or a vibe. They're like, we didn't even say anything to you. And I was like, I said hello, when I did say something to you. It feels so good. You have no idea. I'm not looking outside of myself for answers of whether I'm in the wrong. I don't have backup. I don't have my mom or my dad or any of my friends to hook up and go, hey, they did this. I don't have any of that. I just got 5 or 6 of you fucks are ready to cut my throat. No mercy showing. I don't care enough. And I got to tell you, it feels good being where I'm at. Wouldn't want to be where you're at. I'm in the winning spot. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. That's the beauty of when you're not lost into the matrix, when you know that when you feel good, everything works out. I felt good about traveling from Missouri to California. I had $10, no gas, cars on E. It's physically impossible. Dyer, listen. Your car's on E. You drive, it runs out of gas. You break down not even out of the state of Missouri. How are you going to make it there in 26 hours? It takes 26 hours to drive there if you started now. There's no physical fucking way. And I did in 26 hours. And all the things that I needed to have happen happened for me, just like today. Maybe the thing that needs to happen is I get my ass beat. To which is why I just stated I will be coming back to fuck you up. That's why I stated it. Because I will. I know I will. I know me now. I know me. I've never gone around and hurt people ever. But I'm being taught a lesson in life, and I'm getting it quite clear, which is I'm not going to take your shit. I didn't get raised by 2 narcissists not to get the lesson. You're funny. 23. I got the lesson. Yeah, I will come back. I will fuck you up. No doubt about it. You just threw a fucking rock this big. And if it wasn't for the fact that I did move to dodge it, just those kind of actions, yeah, I will fuck you up. I will come back. And that's why I need to work on my dark side too. You gotta weigh it out. You gotta be balanced in both. It's the truth. People that are all love and light and shit have people kicking in their house to rape their kids, and they don't do anything with them. You just sit there and take it, Jimmy. You'll be fine. You'll go away after this. Yeah, I see that. And if people that are so out of balance, if you're in suicide and depression, bliss is an alignment. You want to be in alignment, that's at the top. It's happiness, bliss, joy. You need to get there. You're not going to jump from suicide, depression, boredom, all jealous, actually, well, yeah, but you see what I'm saying? You're down here. Anger gets you there. But you can't just stay in anger, otherwise you're never in alignment. You're not connected to the source, healing, you'll rot. You'll rot yourself out. Be one of those little people. Like, you don't want to stay in it. But show me any fucking sport, where you don't have some level of aggression. Any fucking sport. Even golf. I don't give a fuck. Like, there's a certain amount of yes. Yes. And the fucking ball goes. Yes. And you feel good when that happens. You feel great when you tackle somebody in football. You feel great when you get tackled in football and you get up and say, eat dick, I'm going to keep trying. Yeah. Yeah. So, with that said, yeah, I had a great fucking day. Like that, nothing could have manifested today that I would have liked more than 5 or 6 people doing the same thing I've had my whole life, which is pick on me to the fucking extreme, and I'm just here like immune. And I get to watch all of you be fucking pussies. And I get to watch as you tell me to fucking move, and I don't. And then they said, we're going to call the cops. And I was like, I don't give a shit. And they're like, why won't you fucking leave? I said, you leave, and I'll leave. That was how it ended. I said, you walk away first, I'll walk away. You started this. I'm not going to fucking walk away at all. I didn't start swinging on you. I could tell there were some people in that group that really knew, like, yeah, I'm definitely coming back and I'm going to fuck shit up at your house. Even if I don't walk in and just start beating your ass, I'm definitely going to do something. And the funny thing is, I don't have to do any of that. You ever heard the story in the Bible about so-and-so who had to sacrifice his son on a mountain? So he went to go do it, but because he was, I know it sounds fucked up, but because he was willing to, he didn't have to. I've had those exact kind of, seriously, those exact, very close, not like my kid. I didn't have to sacrifice my kid. But I've had some of those moments in my life, and when I got there, I saw further. And it all turned out so well and beautifully for everybody. And it was so weird how the path to get there physically outside of me looked like I was doing wrong, but I felt good. It's crazy. The outside world will lie to you all day. Matrix is going to go out of its way to try to and convince you, like, like my trip to California, it's just not possible. Like, dude, when I went to become a truck driver, same story. I had no ride. But it was amazing because I was living in a tent and I studied up in everything I needed to do in order to become a truck driver besides get there. I had to get there. And out of nowhere, all my rides that I had planned weren't available. All these people that I set up with, everybody who promised me and everything, it all flattened out. And then I went on a journey which literally involves a dog almost getting its head hit by a car, and my buddy Jake's mom chasing me and this dude named Isaac out of their house with a machete, and me having to fucking reconnect with my family that I said goodbye to the first time, and it all played out perfectly down the road. I made it to trucking school. I passed all my tests on the first try. Everything was success. Top of my class, everything. But everything outside of me was like impossible. Machetes, pit bull ran at me to kill me, and a car almost took its head off. I'm not going to tell all that right now, but the point is, a lot of shit happened. And every time amazingly crazy things happened, I thought, wow, this is a good thing. I said, wow, this is like a great thing. Look what just happened. This is fucking awesome. I like this. Damn, I have so much energy now. I was going to go to bed, but you know what I mean? Fuck, I'm going to go to sleep now. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. I was so ready to go to bed. Oh my God, now what? Now what do I do? Dude, it feels so good. I don't give a shit. It feels so good. Look at me. You have no idea. Like, it feels so good. I'm outmatched, outgunned, outnumbered, and I feel fine. And you know what? I have a story for you. Don't think I feel indestructible. Because I remember after I walked towards my death to save that psychopath and blah, 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 I was outside of the car in a field after it just snowed with fog over the fucking Native American territory that I just hopped and all that. And I'm sitting there with this hound dog running through the fucking snow. And Alex, his name was Alex, he walked up to me. And I remember I had this thought, which was like, I just survived death. I'm untouchable. And then he smacked me. He didn't smack me like that. He fucking smacked me and I bled out my lip. And I looked back at him with nothing but love because I was just, I was in my Kundalini awakening. I was in the stars. I was in the stars. But I remember that. I remember that moment. I was like, I'm untouchable. That was literally my thought. I was like, wow, I'm untouchable, man. Fuck you. Oh, I'll never forget that shit. I have such a huge desire to walk back that way, and I might, not to talk shit, but there's only one road where I'm at. Hoosek's the only road. So there's only one way to get that way. There's no other road, just that road. There's only one main road. It's like a main vein that cuts through. And if you live in New York, been to Albany, you actually might know Hoosick. You actually might know that name because of just how fucking crazy this road is. It feels so good. Like, what do I want to do? I don't really know. I mean, I'm pretty on point at the fucking moment. Like, everything you're doing in life, you think you want, like right now, I'm feeling so good that I'm quite aware from my training and from experience that this right here is what's bringing into me everything I want. Nothing else. Not physically going out and doing anything. None of that matters at all. At all, at all. At all, at all. You physically doing things doesn't matter at all. It's how you feel. It affects everything in this whole matrix you're in. And so I'm just sitting here and you can't, like I said, if you look around, you really can't see that I'm really causing anything yet. So there's a lag time in manifesting. Sometimes. I mean, there is a lag time. But I have seen instant karma. That shit's funny. I still can't believe that bitch threw a rock at me. She threw a rock this big at me. I was like, what the fuck? It was the only time I moved out of the way. I was like, all right. And then she went out and got like an airsoft gun with no BBs in it. And she pointed at my hand and started shooting. I was like, all right. Oh, man. It's funny. It's like, damn well you keep calling me a drug addict. And it's like the very thing that makes me who I am, makes me shine so bright, is the thing you're trying to attack. And you say, he's a drug addict. He ain't walking, talking like the rest of us. That's why it's so funny. Like, I don't feel any shakes at all. Like, I have gotten, I was watching a video the other day and it resonated with me so